He'll throw from the gun. Completes it to the fullback hand. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan.
And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Light, camera, action.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 72 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10. At the 20.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Loss of a yard.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
46-yard line.
It's Jones, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On play action, Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down.
A give to Cook out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Cook, the Viking ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 5 now. Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
13.
Third and long for Cousins. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check three.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Shamar Stephen able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That is caught 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw is Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's complete to Lazard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
16 yards of first down.
1st and 10 at the 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers to throw once more. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Following the interception, Cousins out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tyler Ervin back deep. This is fielded at the 27. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here's Osborne. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well. And they pick up big yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Second down and 8.
Here we go, dude. Get off the field.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Aaron Jones.
A gain of 3, second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
From the gun, Rodgers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. Smith catches left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins, his throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They try again with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Cousins, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20.
I'm going to show you,
10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From just shy of midfield, Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football,
there he goes, right side.
Oh, it don't matter.
They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 74 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Here's Osborne. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
A.J. Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Vikings 1st down.
Cousins to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. That'll be complete to Cook. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 39-yard line.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Covered by Jair.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 39 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers able to find Lazard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards of 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Aaron Jones.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 20.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Rodgers looking to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And now look at him go.
Pass some of this.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score, Packers 42, Vikings 21. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. Mark, we got a plane to catch.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be caught at the 30.
I need to get my swag.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
48.
But Charles, it's one thing to win.